No, these are more like dogs, because he's calling them like dogs. There they are.
Alright, it looks like we got all three of them today. This is good. Apparently they were very lazy this morning, so you guys are lucky that they've come up for us. So, the girl in the middle who's closest to us just there is just staring at us. That's Rue. Rue's an upper mid content, so she has a lot more wolf in her, so she's probably not going to come up to us. But you can toss treats out to her if you do want to.
No stretching.
The other two in here, we've got Loki. So this here, this fella, morning buddy, come here. This is Loki.
Loki boy.
Yo, you wanna come get your food? Yeah, you do. Loki here is a low content. He's a very friendly guy, but his wolf energy does assert itself in his behaviors quite a lot. So Loki was an owner surrender from somebody up in Edmonton. Somebody owned this guy in sort of just a regular suburban neighborhood just outside the city.
Yeah.
Now, the backyard was just not enough space for this guy to burn off that wolf energy he's got, right? So he'd go out into the backyard, he'd get bored after 5 minutes, and he'd just hop the fence. Just go on a little adventure, because he could. Pretty easy for him. Oh, you're just going to sit down here? Okay, fine. So he just would escape. It was 12 times in a year that he escaped
That
from
is
his house.
Oh my God.
And every single time, he was caught by animal control.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So obviously when animal control brings him back a 12th time, the family knew they couldn't take care of him anymore. Oh, looks like they might be starting a howl. So he came here, and he never tried to escape once. As soon as he came here, this guy never tried to escape. Because now he can burn off that energy, right?
There's like
He can like run, he has huge amounts of area to burn off that energy.
big enclosure.
Yeah, big enclosure, and that's what's really important for these guys.
Do you want
Even
more?
low content, so he doesn't have that much wolf in him, but he still has ridiculous amounts of energy that is really important to factor in.
He
when you
doesn't
are-
like the juice girls.
Cookies.
Yeah, they seem to not like those cheesy ones, eh? Might have to take those out in the
Yeah.
next one. Yeah.
They don't
None
like
of them
the
have
juice
been eating
girls.
those. So we also have Rocky, who passed by a second ago. I don't know. Oh, he's just behind us over there. So Rocky around the corner if he does come back to us. Rocky's a very sweet guy. He's our
He doesn't
oldest
like
wolf
that.
dog. He is 16 years old now. So he's really getting up there in age. Wolf
How
dogs-
old is she?
16.
16?
16
oh
years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Wolf dogs live anywhere between 12 years and 18 years. And it's really dependent on their content. So basically, the less wolf in them, the shorter time they're going to live for. Because big dogs, they get arthritis, they get joint pain, as I'm sure you guys know. So when they have a lot of dog in them, they get those issues too. But when they have a lot of wolf in them, they're not going to get those issues. So when they got loads and loads of wolf in them, these guys are not going to get any of that joint pain or anything like that. So they live right on up to 18 years without any issues. So Rocky being 16 is very impressive for a low content. He's a very old man just now, and he does get that sort of joint pain and that sort of thing. We treat him with medications in the morning, and it does seem to alleviate his pain quite well. It's a CBD oil that we treat him with, and it's quite good for him. What are you looking at me for? They have the food.
I don't have the food anymore.
Oh, you missed out? Oh, I'm going to give you guys some more treats then.
He ate everything.
Loki stole them all, eh? Rocky here will eat your entire hand of treats, and then he'll sort of sort out what he likes and doesn't like in his mouth.
Yeah.
He'll eat what he likes and then spit the rest onto you.
Really?
So it's quite funny to see if he does come back for another round. No, I'll give
And you
you
don't
a
like
few
this?
more as well.
You don't like this?
There you go.
No?
So Rocky here came from unfortunately a
don't like
pretty
this.
nasty situation. Rocky was being used as a backyard breeding animal.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically somebody had this guy chained up in a backyard and was forcing him to pump out puppies.
Yeah.
Basically animal
So
control...
this is like, is a she?
He. Yeah, both
Oh,
these
he?
guys are boys,
Oh,
and then
boys.
that's the girl over there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this guy is Rocky, the old guy who was used as a breeding animal. He essentially, animal control tried to take him away from this breeder 4 times, but because it was technically legal, Rocky had to go back every time. So his owner had just kept taking him back and kept chaining him up in the backyard and kept forcing him to pump out litters of puppies. So it was a really horrible situation, and the only time that they could actually get Rocky away and keep him away was when the owner stopped paying his medical bills.
Yeah.
So that's obviously bad. So they could finally keep him out of there. But he was 14 when he came here first off, so he had to go through 14 years of a pretty crappy life of people essentially forcing him to be bred out and forcing him to pump out litters of puppies. But the sad situation is, even though we got Rocky out of there, that breeder, he could go out the very next day, buy a new wolf dog, and start the whole thing over again. Because it's legal. It's totally legal for him to do that. It's just not good, unfortunately. Not good for the animal, and not good for the people who are buying these pups either. Because generally the people who are buying from backyard breeders, they don't know how to take care of these animals. Because the breeder's not going to tell them how to, because they want to make their money. And if the breeder starts telling them how
after the
difficult
money.
they are, you know,
Exactly, yeah.
they're not going to buy it. So
yeah.
breeders will often say, oh yeah, this 95% wolf is going to act like a normal dog. It's going to hop up on the sofa with you and cuddle with you and things. And that's never going to happen. But they do that just to get that extra bit of money. So that's where Rocky came from, and it's just unfortunately a far too common situation these days with the lower content.